That'll be probably like, two and a half.
Okay.
2.5. So it'll come out. You know how y'all go 7 by 1? But this would be 2.5.
Okay.
Because it's a half yard inside. 2 yards off and a half yard inside.
Perfect. And just real quick, what's this? Is this a right-handed quarterback? I just want to flip those D tackles one time. Because we wouldn't be under just yet for Utah call.
Nope.
So this would be our regular base.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever. Okay, cool. And our backers is in 10 and a 30. 10 to the strip, back and wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. If we're in cover 3 right now, what is it, 3 yards?
Yeah.
Okay.
We give you all the alignment.
Okay, so
4.5.
Good question. Is it heels at 4.5 or toes at 4.5? How you got them doing?
Heels and 4.5.
Heels. Okay, cool. All right, bet.
Mm-hmm.
And I did ask the question, Coach Drake. I was like, can we pull them back to have them read a little bit more? And Coach Drake kind of set me straight.
Okay.
This is high school ball. They're gonna have to come and learn how to play the position. That position is 4.5. It's gonna be stuck at 4.5. So they'll stay there.
That's just us coaching, man. We just got to teach them how to play that 4.5. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one said this shit was going to be easy. Especially dealing with some kids who never even played it before.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I know what you was talking about, though, because they was getting sucked in on that shit. But
get sucked in on the run.
they got it. It starts with read stepping. You know what I mean? Cleaning up their read steps, cleaning up their eye placement and stuff like that. Because they got to know. Now, go ahead. I'll talk about this now. Let me write this.
7 and 1. That flexing eagle, it says 3 yards. Is it? Then I heard 2 by 1. So what is it? Was it?
So the flexing eagle, I think they're 3 yards inside shape, right?
Yeah. No, it was.
Inside.
Oh, my fault, man. I'm thinking about 3 by 3 from this. What was his name? So it's 2. It's 2.5.
2.5.
2.5 yard inside. 2 yards off, a half yard inside. I need to write that down.
No.
No, you got 2.5, 2 yards, and we on inside, half yard inside. Okay. So on the flex of the eagle.
And you are 2.5 off the man. You're not 2.5 yards off the ball. You're 2 yards off the man.
Okay.
All right. Same thing when we're talking about the corners being at 7 and 1. He's 7 and 1 off the man. Because if this Z
It's off.
now off, and you 7 yards past that, your alignment now becomes what, gone?
What was that?
I said if he's off the ball,
Yeah.
and you go 7 yards off from him, from the
So I
ball,
need to come up.
Yeah.
that'll make it what?
7, 8, 9 yards.
That'll make it 8, 9 yards.
Yeah.
No. Give me 1 second, sir. 'Cause I need to. He told me that I gotta have it in by turn. I gotta have it in by 5 o'clock tomorrow. Cause he might be trying to offer you, so I gotta have it by 5. Unless you want to wait till tomorrow. You'll be more fresh. You'll be more fresh.
First thing when I come out tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, we gotta knock it out. You gotta get here early then. You gotta get here like at 3 so we can knock it out.
I'll be here then.
With the 7 and 1, so if he's a yard back,
Yeah, you gotta
then
move
I
that
need to
up.
step forward to keep maintaining that 7
Right.
and 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always basically just him 7-1 off the man.
Off the man.
So if he's off, then we want to get to like 6 and 1, depending on how deep he's off.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, he's gonna be 7 and 1 off the man.
Right.
You shouldn't tell him off the
Oh, yeah.
ball. You got to say your alignment is 7 and 1 off the man.
Right.
So if he go back, we come up.
Come up a little
Yeah,
time.
come up.
Exactly. Now this is just normal base. All right, so now let's get this. We call this formation right here. Let's get this terminology going. We call this doubles, or we call this an ace formation. All right, so if you hear both of these, this is exactly what this is. We got to get our formations right.
Okay. Ace or double.
ace or doubles. What? Let's hold on. Let's get some. What do y'all want to call?
What it is.
Yeah.
Y'all want to call doubles?
Yeah.
So don't worry about ace. Alright. So now we are teaching them this shit is called doubles. And doubles, the form. I mean, when you over there, they gotta do this. They like this. They're talking to each other across the field. Now, I always teach this. You gotta talk to your triangle. All right, your triangle is here, here, here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on this field got a triangle. Every person on this field got a triangle. Same thing here. Here, here, here. Every single play, you want to stress talking to your triangle. Every single play, you want to stress that. Having a conversation with your triangle. And those same conversations is, how many receivers you got? You got that?
Yep.
Splits, slash, alignment. This is shit that they need to talk about.
Right. So what you're saying, and when they out there, they're saying, "Hey, how many I got? I got doubles.
Yeah, doubles.
I'm 7-1. I'm 2-1."
Nah, I'm talking about their splits. So they
Is it
type,
all?
yeah,
But you said that's what they're discussing.
yeah. They're
Offensive
discussing
split.
their splits.
Right.
He's on, he's off, he's off.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He's tight.
he's nasty split. Nasty splits. Nasty splits means he's tight to him like this. You know what I mean? There's nasty split like that. Or he's wide. Now in the Z, now it's way over here. All right. The normal splits in between each one usually be around 5 yards.
So for
What?
tight splits, we won't call it nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty splits. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. For regular splits, we're regular.
Regular.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's only certain routes that you can run with nasty splits and certain routes that you can run with normal. When they go normal, now you gotta understand we playing defense. We gotta do everything backwards while people running full speed forwards. So you gotta try to find a way to fix it. Now, if he at a normal split here, which would be like that, now you could expect different shit. Like you won't see double outs coming from like this. You know what I mean? But you will see a post wheel. You know what I mean? But when he's tight like this, all they trying to do is do an exchange. 9 times out of 10. You know what I mean? And then when he lined up tight, so now we got something called, it's the numbers. Alright? Damn. I'm throwing a lot at y'all right now.
Numbers in the valley,
Yeah, like the numbers on the field where the hash is at.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna read this over again. Over and over again. So shit.
Alright. We got
Hey, before you get into that, I got a question. And this is Coach C involved with this as well. If they got a nasty split like that, like you said, they're trying to, rush under or whatever, split coverage or whatever. Say that Z cuts in to that hook and curve area, right? The guys were talking about doing some banjo. I heard Boston doing banjo. Is there anything that we're going to release over to a certain area or that corner in that flex and eagle? They follow them all the way through.
That's only what coverage you're talking about first though. Like now you're going into coverage play. That's only coverage. It depends on what coverage is. Like automatically off break, just because you see that don't mean we're gonna banjo. You only banjo when you're in man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You only call that when you're in man because he'll say I got first man out. They say banjo, banjo, banjo. This dude go out, he go in. All it is a switch.
Right.
But if you in zone, if you in cover 3, I can't banjo cover 3 because if this dude go over here and do this, and this dude take a step out and come in like this, you can't jump this because who gonna have back here in cover 3 when y'all in Miami?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be banjo only in man. Only when y'all call man. We got their triangles, the corners and the safeties, and corners and free safeties. All right. Y'all gotta make sure y'all write that. This triangle was just for the corners, and those are just the corners triangle.
Right.
Now, these backers triangles now becomes this free and him.
They got two triangles.
Huh?
They got two triangles.
Who?
Cause they're reading the backfield as well, right? They're reading the running back, the guard, and his other back.
No, this is who you.
Communication.
No, this is who you communicating with pre-snap.
Okay.
Now, when you talking about, I didn't get to the offensive side because his triangle is going to be here to the backfield to the free. You know what I mean? But we just working on pre-snap communication first.
Mm-hmm.
You asked you some good questions, Joe. Same thing with this backer right here. He's talking to the nickel. I'm sorry, eagle and flex. And these conversations are right here is alert. These are our linebackers alert task pre-snap conversations.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now when we start seeing a run for him, now this dude has to talk to these guys and these guys.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I know it seems like it's a lot right now, but I'm telling you, once you get it, you can be like, oh shit. Now, anybody, y'all know the sideline, from sideline to sideline is 53 and a fourth,
Mhm.
right? 53 yards and a fourth. This shit matters. You got to know how far these numbers is from the sideline too. These numbers are sitting at 14 yards from the sideline. All right? In
Mhm.
between hashes, I'm sorry, the hash from the sideline is 23 yards. Hash to the sideline, 23 yards. The numbers is 14 yards. And then the sideline, the full sideline is 53 and a fourth.
14.
All right. So this is really understanding where you are. So when we start talking about divider, getting on your divider, knowing where your help is and stuff like that, you know exactly how many yards you got to play with. We got this right here. I
Mhm.
can erase this.
Yeah.
Good.
And we got our pre-snap conversation, right?
Yes.
And what about sack? Stance, alignment, communication, and reading your key. So after you talking, let them know exactly what it is. You gotta have the right stance, you gotta have the right alignment, you have to communicate, and you have to read your keys. Alright? And that's that. Stance, alignment, communication, key. We good on that one, right? You got that, Corey?
Yep.
We understand the gaps and all that stuff, right? We ain't gotta go through all that shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody gaps do theirs different. They say 135 is to the left.
No, no.
Either
Corey be
6 or
asking
7.
questions, dog. You be asking the questions that you ask is good questions, but that shit later on down the line.
I got you.
Because you might even do a slant call.
Alright.
Now, once you get a slant call going, you will probably want this because he's really gonna go through here and he's really gonna go through here. You know what I mean?
Just like the pirate we were
Just like Pirate. Just like Pirate. Oh, y'all know Pirate already?
Mhm.
Oh, damn, y'all working, ain't you? Find out. Damn, Corey, you been listening?
trying to pay attention, man.
Corey been listening, man. When we first started, if I told him if it was a receiver right here, then he'll be what? What's his alignment?
He's
the nickel.
wide strong.
No, the nickel.
2 or 2.5.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
He'll be 2.5, right? He'll be 2
2.5.
yards off, a half yard inside.
Mhm.
All right. So, anybody know where I would want him at right now?
He should be crashed down on in the box.
Here?
Nope, come down. Yep.
Here? Anybody else?
Why do we want him right there?
No, I'm just.
I mean, he's really a force guy. So, just in case.
We got an end over there. But, I mean, so, I don't know if it's still 4x4, but that's how we were lining up. Still 4x4, but I feel like we was covering grass. And I thought we bumped into the box and bumped the backers over out of that 10 and 30. Out of that 30 and 10.
Nah. It'll be 4x4 from here.
Still staying 4x4.
It will be. It'll be 4x4. Especially, it depends. This is just base now.
Right.
This is base. We're not talking about coverages. Because now if we start talking about Maryland and shit like that, he rocks back now. And now he cheats over here on top of this guard. So now he's one high. Now you got that. You know what I mean? But that's just different coverages. Now, we're just talking about our base defense.
Our base defense, right.
Our base defense, he'll be lined up right here. Because you can do all type of shit with him, man. You playing, if y'all playing Miami, he can still look up this slant right here. Because the slant is coming. He can still look up the slant. Or you can bring him off the edge. And you could temple him. Any call time you call it temple, he slants. You could temple him and bring him off the edge. You know what I mean? And back peels right here. Now he got peeled.
I just feel like we were so outmanned to that trip side.
No, see, the difference is, I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all was doing. He was, when this dude was out here right here, this dude was lined up right here. So now it looks like this dude was just right here free, like with nobody on him.
Now,
Like,
this is my thing
and
though,
that's
Joe.
wrong.
You know, we still were strong left right now. And that's we would have been in strong. Sorry, we'd have been in strong left right now. Because the quarterback's throwing arm is right.
No.
So we'd have been.
What? It's trips.
So now I bet. So now the strength goes to the passing strength.
Yeah, the running strength is that way too.
Why would the running strength be that way?
Cause he's still in the
Because we still outnumbered. It's three over here and
That's
back.
with a okay. See, we was so say if this was 2x2.
If this is 2x2, now
That's
the strength will be going this
even,
way.
right? Because but now that we have the strength over here with numbers, we call in the strength to the numbers,
Yeah.
to the trip side.
We weren't doing that
We
before.
weren't doing that before. We were keeping
We
it,
still kept it on the quarterback strong going on.
and that's why we would just yell Utah, right?
Yeah.
Then we stand.
And see, the free safety.
Right, exactly. That's exactly.
It's
just
like
pushed
we
the
would
back
all
over
come over one. The
into
free
the
safety
10,
would
and
drop
the back
down
was in
into
the
the
30.
slot, and then the 4x4 on the other side, he would go up top.
Yeah, but that's when you're in Seminole though.
Yeah.
So I like this. So now we are calling the strength to the number side.
If they got trips,
If they got trips,
claws,
they got numbers over that way.
they got those
Trips,
numbers.
claws, down, or they got numbers that way. We're calling the strength that way.
And now, so here's the thing that kind of threw us off and threw me off for sure. When you got that running back still, I'm telling my back, you still got the running back come out the backfield. Now I'm not saying that he doesn't, because right now he's in the 30. So if he flexes out, that eagle can actually cover that back, have that spot. That's why he bumps over the back. Should be bumped over to the 10, and the other one back over to the 30 would give them strength on the right side. That makes sense?
One more time.
The way we had to set up just like the way it is here right now, right? But now what you just got finished saying and going over is this guy can either cover here or whatever, he can watch this back come out the backfield. I was telling him to stay here, right? Stay home. Because when this back come out the backfield, that's his responsibility. I'm not saying it's not his responsibility, but now if we bumping this, putting the tackle over here in the 10, this tackle over here in the 30, he go over to the 30, he goes over to the 10. He's still his responsibility, but you got help over here on this side, but you also beefing up your strength on this side to the right side.
Well, we didn't go under this yet.
We didn't go under.
We didn't go under or Utah. We're keeping it like this right now until out of our base, right? Because we just working base.
Yeah, this is base.
So in base, we still gonna be like this. The back is gonna be in the 10, and he gotta get his ass to the. You gotta get there. As of right now in base.
Because he does bump out a tad bit. So he now goes from a 5 to down there like a 6.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he bumps out a tad bit. Because remember, his original alignment is usually here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right, he bumps out of here a tad bit, and he splits the difference between those two.
That's what wasn't happening.
That's what I was saying. Y'all was lined up right here
Okay. Not splitting.
and not splitting the difference of this. So you're giving up this easy thing here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and he has to. Damn, dog.
No,
so
but
much
see,
shit
the
I can
back
tell
should be over here in the 30. So he still covers this guy.
you. Nah, he
every
shouldn't be.
area.
Why would he be in the 30? Well, the strength is right. The tackle got to go right. Remember, we're over defense 53-15. 53-15.
So we don't go under on that.
We'll go under and empty. If he was to come out like this, now we'll go under and empty. We got it. If he goes over like this, so what if this happens? The back is still allowed to go here. Block down, go here, read here. He crashes down, he's gonna keep it. He caves in, who's gonna have this? Back way over here. You're just gonna stay skinny. I mean, but you could draw plays up to every little thing, but only in empty when you'll go Utah. Only in empty. You're not gonna be outflanked. You'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 on 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean?
And what we did out of the base was we bumped that backer over some.
We bumped him over
We
to
bumped
the
him
30.
over some to the 30.
And the other to the 10
Right.
and brought the other eagle into the actual box, almost like
They
a,
probably start gashing y'all ass running the ball right up the middle.
But we brought that eagle into the box.
he
So
was like in a 5. Or another
So
50.
y'all just
play
y'all
the
just
true-
start playing the 4-3.
pretty much.
Yes.
Now, granted, but when we don't have to play it, if we split the difference with the eagle over here, that's where it feel outflanked because the eagle was so wide
Far out, yeah.
on number 2. It feel like we had nothing on the wide. Like you mean on the inside receiver, like they can do what they want right now on us. They got numbers, but if we had him splitting the difference and the safety possibly cheated, how he got him cheated a little bit, then we good.
The safety's supposed to be like this anyway. So y'all gotta understand that the safety, his alignment is in the middle of the formation.
Mm-hmm.
The middle of the formation is right here because they're in trips. Now, if he was here, if he traded and he was there, now that's an even defense, right? And he got to be there.
Yeah.
And all he doing is bumping over to the guard because now he was center. He bumping over to the guard. That's the only
What's his
difference.
alignment right there?
10 to 12.
Cool. He can still play ball in the alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
And that goes right back to doubles anyway.
And that'll be
So
that's
that'll be
only
double.
that's only if it's in doubles when he go there. But if he stayed right there where he is now,
He shaded something.
now he'll go over to the guard. That's the only difference. He'll just move here.
And I feel more secure with that, with the flex now splitting the difference, and the free safety cheated. They don't necessarily have numbers. We still got 4 that can play that alley, and 4 that can play.
Right.
to
Yeah,
one
so
side.
they for the end and
I can get
4.
over to this
Mhm.
corner right there.
So it's not so much of a.
Hey, the only thing, Coach C, I want to do is when we start going into personnel, because you know, as far as linebackers, I want to put somebody faster over there.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, down in distance and
Switch.
personnel. Yeah, when we know it's 3rd and long, or they a heavy trips team, or heavy bunch team, heavy spread team, then we can get certain backers we can't have in.
All right. This dude that's right here, he now goes up high. This dude now changes his well, he'll still be 7 and 1, but he rolls down outside shoulder right here, forcing everything here. All right. He has wall off right here. He has everything over top. So it's damn near like them doubling him. Now this ain't nothing but cover 3 on this side and cover 2 on this side. So he'll be seam here, wall off. He'll be deep middle over here. He'll be run through 2, get underneath 1, so 1 run slant, he'll be underneath that. He got everything over top up here. All right, now it's something called a divider. I don't know if y'all get into that yet. This something else. This shit. It's a lot of shit, man.
Yeah,
I'm
but
telling
that's what we need. We have to do
It's
it.
a lot of shit, man. So when we discussing the whole divider situation, that shit is
And this Maryland, right?
This is Maryland. So Maryland, we have 3 on the trip
Strong
side,
side.
on the strong side, and 2 on the
On the weak side.
weak side.
And it's something called Merlin flip too now.
Besides the flex. So that flex just fall back into, what was that, what did he say, was 7 and 1, was that 10 and 12 and fall back into?
Who?
You feel like to a 10 and 12, I guess, with the other.
Yeah, he went 10 to 12.
So he's pretty much
He went 10 to 12 over the top of that other tackle. You got too high. He went over the top of the tackles.
The Eagles.
Like, don't think of cover 1. Well, cover 0 is what?
Man, Simmons. No.
Not 0.
I mean,
Oh, that's cover 1.
Cover 0 is no high safety.
No high safety.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
man all the way around. Everyone matches up.
Right.
Mhm.
Right? When you in cover 1, what's that?
Man with a 1 high.
Man free.
Right.
When you in cover 2,
Too high.
Too high.
you got 2 high, but they split the field high.
At the, well, inside the
Say it again. You just said it.
At the half.
Before you said that.
Inside
You
the
said halves, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Halves. You splitting the field in halves. When you in 3, what are you doing with the field?
So do thirds.
Third.
You splitting it in thirds, right?
Mhm.
You splitting it in thirds. When you in 4, what you doing with the coverage?
Quarters.
You splitting it in quarters, right? So it looks like this.
Oh,
Right.
oh, yeah.
Y'all see how that shit look right there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now,
I was looking at him, but
look. Now, when we in, I know this gonna be a little tough for y'all, but when we in 5s, what you think we doing there? How you think we splitting the field?
3 by 2.
Keep going.
Quarter.
The only way you can do this is have one of the backers still in, that's gonna have to be,
You're gonna go quarter, half. We're gonna cover 6. Where we gonna go? Just told y'all.
half, quarter, half.
3 on one side.
Mm-hmm.
What's on the other side?
3.
What's on the other side? I said we're doing 3 on the strong side. Where's Merlin?
2.
2.
2 on the other side. All right. So this is how we're gonna split the field. Y'all got this written down?
Yep. I got
You
it.
actually, you can explain that 5.
I am. I'm explaining.
How is that gonna look on the field? You got half,
I'm not sure.
I can put this on my Google Drive.
Oh, perfect.
Share it.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll share it.
All right. So. All right, look. Now, when you in, anytime you in Miami, I know y'all call Miami a whole bunch. You call Miami a whole bunch. This field is split. Remember I told y'all? Somebody tell me what it was from the sideline to the hash.
53.
Because the 3.5.
No, from to the hash.
Oh.
24.
It was 23,
The
14,
hash is 23 yards.
23, 14, and 53, and then
I'm trying to see how I can draw this shit. You know, I ain't got no degree in this shit. This shit like a hash, y'all.
yeah, y'all better work.
23 yards in the sideline for the hash.
Mm-hmm.
Hash the sideline is 23 yards.
It's 14 from the numbers,
53
and
and a quarter.
50 and quarter from sideline to sideline.
It's like hashes.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. Kinda, sorta. Now, we gotta understand what these things are really called. It's not hashes. Alright, this shit right here is called seams. Write that down. This is very important. That is called the seam. These linebackers has got to know that shit is called a seam. All right. So remember I said that here from the sideline to these hashes is 23 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Now the corner's responsibility. We in Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
Miami is what?
Cover 3.
3. So we are now splitting the field at how many
Third.
thirds? Right? It's 3.
Right.
We split it in 3. This dude right here responsibility is deep thirds, right?
Right.
That's his responsibility. But he only go as far as
Seam.
to the seam. He don't go all the way to this hash right to the side right here. He only goes right there. All right. The same thing with this dude. He only go as this far, 2 yards outside the hash. Remember that, 2 yards outside the hash.
Gotcha.
The corner's responsibility is 2 yards outside the hash, deep thirds. All right. His responsibility. We in high school now. We trying to teach our kids college. Y'all, I ain't gonna say y'all, but what's the normal thing? What do they call this right here? What do he usually have? Y'all call it.
Flex.
He don't have flex. All right. There's no such thing as flex. So let's erase that shit out of our minds right now. All right. Never hear. I ain't trying to hear that shit no more, y'all. All right. We all about to get better. We're gonna be fucking good at this shit. We no longer have flex. He has underneath number 1.
Okay. Underneath number 1.
He has under number 1.
Okay.
All right. Because if this dude runs here, runs post stop, and he run his ass out to the
Flex.
flats, what's out here? Ain't shit out there, right? He has to get underneath number 1. So he has to run through 2. He has to run through 2 here with his eyes on 1. If 1 still go vertical, he has to stay with vertical. He got to stay with 2. As long as he see 1 going vertical, he has to stay with this. Because what's the weakness in cover 3? Come on, y'all. Come on.
Good. Underneath.
Exactly. These motherfuckers is wide open. Right? So he has got to stay there. And that's why anytime you're in cover 3, you always get 4 verts. It happens all the time. And you be like, damn, like they keep running 4 verts. That's because he's inside releasing, getting in here, and nobody is running. Who's here?
Right.
His responsibility is only for the curl.
Good curve. Mm-hmm.
Right? And his responsibility, y'all said, was the what?
Flat.
So who's there? All right, somebody got to be there. So his responsibility really technically is
Under 1.
underneath 1. And his responsibility really is what? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Seams. All right. So now he's running hauling ass to his seam and walling anything off that come up on his seam. All right. His responsibility, this number 2, well, this nickel, he has to run through 2 and get his eyes out there on 1. All right. So stand up right quick for me, Garner. Garner the receiver, right? Number 1, fall all the way over there by the door. My alignment is this. This is my alignment, right? And my pre-snap, Garner get upfield. I'm supposed to push through him and get my eyes looking straight over there. If 1 still going vertical, what I got to do? I got to stay here.
Right.
All right. If 1 stops, what I got to do?
I go over 1.
I have to push his
him
ass out there and go where? Run out my ass full speed out there to underneath 1.
Underneath
right?
1.
Who now picks up this right here?
He's now threatening that.
If he's going, if Garner got me on the outside, I mean, he pushed me outside, and this dude decided he gonna go vertical, but this dude stopped.
You still got this this flex right here.
He
right?
run here full speed and get underneath that, but who gonna have this?
Corner.
Corner. Corner, that's called his divider. He has to get his ass, his eyes is supposed to be reading 1 to 2. All right, 1 disappeared, get your ass on the top of 2 immediately. That makes sense?
Yeah. God, dog. Yeah.
I mean, but that's it.
God, dog,
when they
man.
get it, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But how we normally taught it, like third flats, hook the curl, that'll get you burnt every time if you're not. The same way when we run cover, we'll get to that later. Like cover 2, the guys sitting in flats when the dude is going vertical. When they can stay with him, they don't have no threat to flat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Play under. That's how I like the terminology. You're gonna have to use that for sure.
Yeah, under 1.
Under 1.
And seam for the
Deep
back.
thirds
And
and
deep
seam,
seat, right.
And then once they
Pull it up for y'all too. I wish I had my laptop in here. This should have been so easy. Oh, hold on. Okay. Damn. that means he gotta go right now.
He gotta go
If he
now.
goes right now it's automatic pill. But if he delays, we're gonna rally to that.
Yeah, we put to it.
But if he goes right now, it'll be a pill, especially if they go vertical.
What I'm trying to do is make sure I'm not teaching them, hey, your responsibility is to run.
And
the
I
back.
heard it. And you, and
We've
one
been
point
saying
we was
that.
saying, hey, the back is yours, back out is yours. But
Right.
in certain cases, when we play in a zone, we can rally to the back if he's laid out.
Because I
I'ma
want
show
to
you-
get them out of that habit of.
I know y'all can't see this, but this corner right here, if you see him, I'm gonna come over and show everybody this one by one. Shit cross your face. Like that shit gotta be understood. Can't nothing cross your face out here.
Right. Right. That's what I was.
And we said
trying
wall
to
off,
get at.
right? That's the key word.
Cheat.
That's the key word.
I was trying to get at cheating. That's why I said have them sit back, listen, make everything be in front of you so you can see everything. Nothing crosses your path in front of you. But like you said, we just got to coach them from 4.5 to get all the way back into all these seams and whatnot.
Now, and if we get this same look now I'm gonna show you Merlin like C was just talking about from that same thing. Cover 6. Same look. Back is still there. Now, remember I said what he got to do.
Split the split.
What's the difference?
Now with this free safety got to go.
Over the
The guard.
The guard.
Yeah.
What his corner alignment is.
Yeah.
Same shit. Nothing changed. Alright. But now we in too high now. So something that y'all just said wasn't right. What's that?
That free safety, he's gotta be half.
No,
So
the
it's
free safety
more,
got to be where?
more over that
At
way.
first y'all said the guard.
Right.
He's really supposed to be where?
Tackle.
Tackle. Cause why?
Mhm.
We
We
got
got
Because
half
half.
safety back there with him.
exactly.
Yeah. That's what I
So
gotta say.
now we got another one right here. We got your that's your Eagle Flex right there. Alright. So now in a situation like this,
That's what I
or empty. No, I'm not gonna somebody walk us through this. Cover 3 side. Walk us through it. Come on, Gun. Show me something.
So,
Cover 3. Just drove the cover 3 side.
so this guy's going here. He's going 2 yards from it. So technically, he should be covering the under.
Mhm.
You see this guy right, so this backer technically is responsible for this seam. Is this the running back here?
Yeah, you can put one out there. Well, yeah, you got the 3 side. Alright, so what's his responsibility? What's him?
So the flex eagle is really responsible for the under.
Under one.
Under who?
Under the he's reading from.
What is he supposed to do?
From the 1 to the 2, right? No,
You're
hold-
supposed to
other way
push the
around.
guy out.
From the 2 to 1, 2 to 1. Okay, so the
You're
2
supposed to
1.
run through 2 and get underneath 1.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Run through 2 and get underneath number 1.
Yeah, there we go. Put
Corey,
some
go to
hand on.
opposite side. Let me see that cover 2 side.
I still got a question about this side. This side is still not complete yet. This guy right here, right, is still again,
Right.
it's still kind of open. So if this changes, doesn't well, I don't know. We still running the free safety to stay with the seams, so he doesn't cover here. Corner covers him or release. Put it like that. The corner should cover. The free safety covers anything high or deep when it's released. That's regardless of what seam it go to at this point, because now you've got trips on one side, right? So now your corner takes 1, flex is still playing underneath, going through the 2 to the 1, and he's also still keeping his eye over here.
Who?
The flex.
No. Flex is looking 2 to 1.
Flex is looking 2 to 1.
Who's looking 3 to 2?
Corner.
No.
So what you saying? Safety is?
Backer is.
Back.
This guy here. Because I'm thinking of the way the field is split off. There's but so many routes that they can actually run.
Yeah, so if he was to
These
go
guys
vertical,
together.
if he was to go vertical, what would happen? You'll get into a seam, right?
If he would go vertical.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
take away the quick throw. He'll
Yeah,
run his
so
ass and
yeah.
hit it to the seam.
But still,
So
he's
gonna have to
being
throw it over top of
passed off, right? He's being passed off. Linebackers making sure he's gonna come in this area. He's walling this off.
And
right
then he
here,
got to
right?
throw it over top.
Then you got
And
those
who's
over
back
top,
there?
and you got the free safety over there and backer underneath over here, and you got a corner still covering.
Coming 2 yards from the half.
I don't know if that number does that changes though.
Yeah, this has to change.
Change the numbers. Like
So-
the corner don't have to go as far over because the free safety's gonna weave that
Yeah,
way.
so now the corner now, instead of going 2 yards to the what's name, he now goes 4.
Okay.
So now he got the sideline to 4 yards into the hash. Because he got deep middle, don't forget.
Remember the
The
free
free
bump
safety
over.
got deep middle. We ain't cover 3 on that side. It's 2 people that got deep middles over there now. Because we playing cover 3 on that side.
This side here, but still, somebody's still running free for a moment.
So this guy
No one
still
should no one should be running free.
has the hook and the curl. He still has to cover that.
Draw routes up. Let me see some routes.
So I'm thinking this guy can go here.
Mm-hmm.
He might go deep.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy might come up in here.
All right. Let me show you the responsibilities of this. What's his responsibility?
He has
Two to
the,
one.
Run through 2 and
Yeah.
get what?
get underneath.
And get underneath who?
One.
Number 1.
Number 1. But number 1 go vertical. Your responsibility is to do what?
Let's stay with 2.
Stay with 2.
Yeah.
Right? So
Mhm.
he'll stay here. His normal responsibility, if you were saying it on paper, y'all is what to what? It's that to that.
Oh, curl.
Curl
Curl.
and flex, right?
Mhm.
What did he just run?
Flex.
Curl.
Just
Curl.
run the curl.
Yeah.
That's his first responsibility.
Okay.
So he has to run through that. He still go vertical. He's still inside leverage of this. And he's sitting on this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This right here, him coming free like this, first his split right here is gonna be a tad bit more nasty. He's coming upfield to take away that quick throw right now, but he's taking his re-step and hauling his ass to the seam.
Okay.
And it's a free safety that's sitting right here that's weaving over and getting in the deep middle.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that free safety still sitting at 10. So that quick throw we talking about,
Yeah.
that's
So he has 2 responsibilities down here,
Who?
right?
Yeah,
Flex. That's what's
So he has
flex.
the
The
hook
flex
and
has 2
curl as well
responsibilities.
as playing underneath.
Yeah,
What I mean by 2 responsibilities, his first responsibility is reading 2 to 1, right? That's number 1, first of all, right? Then once he see that one goes vertical,
stay with 2.
then he has to stay with 2. So it's almost he has to be stuck with him in man and just watching what number 1 does, right?
But I'm not gonna say I created that, but that's how you take away the seam. That's how you take away that. Because if he run his ass out there, who's gonna take this?
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So both of
So
them,
he has to take on number 2.
He has to reroute
Has-
2. He
yeah.
has to put his hands on 2 and reroute him. Because quick game, if he turn and do this and he's still getting jammed up and getting touched, he's not gonna throw that ball.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now that's canceling out your weaknesses of your defense. Your weaknesses, of course, in cover 3 is right up this seam.
It kind of disrupts the
And
time.
the
Exactly.
corner stays in between.
Everything is timing. Quarterbacks, you know, if it's quick game, he gonna take 1 step and he gonna turn. That ball gotta come out his hands.
Yeah.
If he drop back, now we talking about more. That's more. We talk about that shit another day. But now you talking about drop back football. Now you talking about post comebacks and shit like that. You gotta worry about. But quick game.
This guy here takes everything here. He said 2 yards inside
Hold on. He do what?
the corner.
Remember this.
No. Okay, so first he's here. He's monitoring him, right? So pretty much he just stays with him the whole time.
Because on what shoulder did he got attacked?
He's on the outside shoulder,
And
pushing
then
him,
he's
pushing him inside.
funneling him.
back to his linebacker here.
Exactly.
And this end doesn't bump out in the
No,
curve.
he don't do nothing.
He stays there, so this is basically just a 2-man. You say 3 on this side, 2 on this side.
Yeah.
But you still got this high safety over here still waiting.
Just in case he go post.
Mm-hmm.
You got help. You got bracket. It's called a bracket.
You still got that linebacker covering the hook and curl.
And that corner is chasing that man because he don't have a threat
He
to
don't
his
have
flat.
nothing
He
going
don't
to
have
his
nothing, so he's with him.
So he's with him.
He
pretty
playing
much just
outside
going
shoulder the whole
mhm.
time.
The whole time. He's just going and he's making sure he doesn't go outside, forcing him in.
If he runs slant, who running full speed out there to that slant?
If he runs the slant, he's coming right
He's
here.
coming right up there. Cause now his shit now changes from the seam to what? It went from inside the seam on the seam to where?
Outside.
It got to go outside the seam now because
Now
what?
this is all-
Exactly. So he'll be there. Cause he's in a what?
30.
He's in the 30, so he's quicker to get out there.
And 9 times out of 10, that's the short side of the field.
Exactly.
He's gonna take it away right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
You gotta see it. You have to watch it.
Yeah, man. It's just.
I got a bunch of film on it, man. I got a bunch of film on it. Got a whole bunch of film on it.
Watch it.
He off the ball, but he's now on the ball, right? Let's just say back is here. All right, now we get the same exact thing. H here, Z off. Now, when you get a situation like this, who's your first threat? The quickest threat right now?
Quickest threat.
Quick right now. Who's the quickest threat right now?
It's a slide.
It's a slot.
Yeah.
Because he on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Now we play McDonough. My fault. Mount St. Joe's. 2 years ago.
They had that 6-7 receiving young lady.
Yep. Deontay Thornton went to Oregon.
Wow.
Boy, that man was
Shit, I had.
Tall and fast.
he has.
Who was covering? I had 5 DBs that went D1.
So he
We
wasn't
tripping
around
about none of
for
that
that.
shit. No sir. That shit was a thrill for them.
Hmm.
Deontay Thornton probably had like, if you look at the stats, probably had 3 catches for like 17 yards. But when that was our problem is we couldn't stop that fucking run.
That big back.
That big ass back. Well, he went to Syracuse. Marlon Wax. That motherfucker like that. But same thing like this now. We go 5. We go corner here. Here go here. You'll have a free there. You'll have here. You'll have here. So much.
What we playing to the strap?
We playing our quarters over here.
Quarters. And what we playing to the weak side?
My fault. We playing our halves. We playing our halves over here. We playing our quarters backside. I'm tripping. We in 5, right? Not
Yeah,
6.
5, yeah.
Let me write this down. I'm giving y'all some wrong information. 5. We're going. We're going quarters, halves.
Quarters, we half strong.
Same exact shit. No shit change. No,
You
nothing
put him in
change.
Astro?
Huh?
Yes, sir.
No, my fault. Don't nothing change. The difference is he's in quarters, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you got to do?
Play his thing.
What he got to do?
Deep third.
Deep.
He ain't got deep third. He got quarter.
Yeah,
Everybody got quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Quarters over there. What do you think he had?
Hook and
Under
curl.
something.
Seam.
Yeah.
Seam and what else?
Hook and curl.
All his ass off.
Wall, wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like, now he runs his ass out here. This is the wall that he's going to create. He's sitting down here. If he decides he's going to go slant, is that his responsibility anymore?
No,
Hell no. Linebacker going to knock his fucking head off, right? He go vertical, who got him?
You got him.
Exactly. He goes out, what happens?
Play up to him by the corner.
Who will grab
has
him?
to release to get off that ball and get over to him.
Everything, the corner will take everything except for an outside vert. If the corner got an outside vert, he stays there. He just got to drive on it.
Yeah, like that. Okay, okay. He takes everything but.
He takes everything except for his outside vert.
Okay.
Because if he outside vert, how is he going to roll down and get over there to that deep ball?
Mm-hmm.
Won't happen. But anything else, slants, anything, they can switch. He take him, he grab him. If he go here, he go post, that's even better. Because now he going to wall that off and he going to throttle down and take that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be everything.
Everything but an outside vert?
everything but he takes everything except for the outside vert. This outside vert right here, he stays on that shit.
Okay.
So the all right.
Yeah, just in case this guy
He stays on outside vert. Corner
stays
outside
in here.
vert.
He's
That's-
somewhere in here.
Yeah, I thought you
he's
said-
here vertical. This guy
Yeah,
comes
maybe
over.
I think he's talking about safety.
No,
That's
the
strong.
safety still
Now safety still got on top number
everything
2.
on top. So even if this guy come up here outside, he has
Remember, I wrote this cover 4 on this side right here. So the field is split in what?
Quarters.
Fourths, right? So the shit really supposed to look like this.
Right. And we just play out. I mean, yeah, I can
So
see
that's
that.
quarter in that whole half. The free safety has those
Exactly.
on top help.
Now I'm gonna show y'all a play off of this one.
So still, now if he stays up over on the sideline, that's still safety. That's the same responsibility, right?
Mm-mm.
So he's saying no. He said everything except.
I know that's what's throwing me off the word. He said
Yeah.
he takes
Word.
everything except the outside, but
He meant stay on.
he stay on the
On
outside.
the side. Yeah.
Outside vertical, he stays on.
Yeah. He mean the outside vert is his. That's
Gotcha.
his.
I was
Gotcha.
saying he jumps everything except the vert.
So yeah.
Okay.
So if he goes vertical, still on the, he's running on the sideline, then
Then-
this guy still crosses over there.
No, he got to stay with him.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
if that Z cuts in, he's jumping that route.
Mm.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
That's what you just said.
So if he go, this is it in full motion. All right, this is us again. This is the backside that y'all looking at right here.